purple's the best color. This is an undisputed fact. Purple candy, purple soda, purple Flurp, which as a child I needed to be a real thing. And that's true in Borderlands as well. The purple flavor of damage is so good they used it in one of the 4 games and never looked back. It was so powerful that when they tried to put it in the code again, their hard drives melted like they were staring at the Ark of the Covenant. Since it was far too powerful for it to ever show up again, this should be easy. Can I beat Borderlands 2 at OP10, dealing only slag damage? It wouldn't even come close to being the most difficult thing I've done, so I'm gonna try to do it without dying a single time. To be fair, slag is absolutely overpowered. It triples your damage in UVHM, taking your damage from a slap in the face to a slightly stronger slap in the face. Because OP10 is about as balanced as a fight between one of every Pokemon and a billion lions. You may now proceed to fight about that in the comments. But to be less fair, it only does that for non-slag damage. Dealing slag damage to a slagged enemy only increases your damage by 50%. So I may as well write a note on a piece of paper asking them nicely to die and just throw it at them. Just to make it even not easier, I will not be using any Moxie weapons or the Bee Shield. The Grog Nozzle heals you for 65% of the damage you deal while holding it, which would make this challenge not a challenge at all. With Moxie on my side, there wouldn't be a single enemy in the game that would be hard. Difficult. I meant to say difficult. I started my adventure by picking Axton, because I can. Let's see how far I get on attempt 1. The Lady Fist is definitely gonna be my go-to bread and butter. The Butcher is really strong, but close range, and the Topney is my second wind gun. I am using the Evolution Shield, but I might use the Blockade. Right off the bat, I got unlucky, and a Bully Rod appeared to show all of us just how overpowered Slag really is. I killed it in seconds. It was a lot of seconds, but technically it was still seconds. The bandits solidified just how bad this was gonna be. The Lady Fist has 800% crit damage. It's one of the best guns in the game, made by one of the best characters ever. So these enemies should be stains on the ground. But I've seen Nerf guns that deal more damage than this. I just had to hope that these were the most powerful enemies in the game, because clearly I was gonna struggle to handle much worse. I'd love to rely on the turrets, but since I can't have the rocket pods on them, they're pretty much just here for moral support. I went down against the last bandit, which gave me a chance to test out this rocket launcher, which I've named the Second Wind Cannon. Okay, so the Topnia is actually good. It absolutely goes against everything I just said, but I need to save it for emergencies. Rocket ammo is hard to come by, and we all know damn well my dumbass is gonna forget to buy more. Real quick, I want to say I just hit 80,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed, and if I hit 100,000 subscribers by the time Borderlands 4 comes out, I will once again attempt to beat the entire Borderlands series without dying a single time. I almost failed to 1 life to old age, waiting for Hammerlock to turn on the power, but then Claptrap cured my boredom by giving me another group of cannon fodder to fight. The only thing I had that I hadn't tested yet was the magic missile. I threw 8 of them at 3 enemies, so I shouldn't be surprised that they ceased to exist. But after everything so far, I wasn't really expecting anything to deal damage that could be misinterpreted as good, but it gave me a great idea for the next group. I'll just let my turrets and grenades do the fight for me, a plan that I will be using oh so often. The plan worked pretty well until a single ironclad appeared to remind me that these are the weakest enemies in the game, and the future is a thing that exists. My existential dread only got worse as it was painfully clear that my best option was the Lady Fist, which requires the ability to aim, something I was tragically born without. That being said, the Butcher isn't a bad option, but its name is a bit intense compared to its damage. So fun fact, Big Bertha has a 50% resistance to slag, also cannot be slagged. He's purple, sure, but he's not taking any increased damage, which is absolutely stupid. I'm gonna burn through 100% of this assault rifle ammo by the time I get him out of Big Bertha, and this is like the highest DPS option I have outside of the Topnia, which I need to stay alive. Yeah, this is the heat might actually be the hardest to kill boss fight in the game, weirdly. That did it. Oh yeah, I'll take off the lead storm now, go back to the Butcher. Oh man. Yeah, dealing damage to these guys is, this damage sucks. Okay, that seems worse. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, grenade time. If I throw in all 14, maybe they die. Who knows? There we go. Oh, that's huge. That's 50% slag resistance right there. Lady Fist is just fucking OP. Oh, man. Ow. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm fine. You know what? Oh, I'm not fine. Despite the fact that my grape soda super soaker was pretty much just asking nicely for the enemies to die, I was dealing with them surprisingly well. On the way to Flynt, I started by actually trying to kill the enemies, but it wasn't going great. Then I decided that maybe violence wasn't the answer, especially because I'm bad at it. So I just sort of walked past them, and it worked. The enemies attacking Claptrap, on the other hand, needed a more violent solution, and once again I was taught that violence is not something I'm good at. This was only the second time I've almost died to the easiest enemies in the game, so I wasn't too concerned. Luckily, the next group decided to stay far away from me, which is exactly what you shouldn't do against someone with purple homing murder balls. That's something I thought was common sense, but it's a lesson some people have to learn the hard way. After doing some jumps on a chain, I made it to Flynt. First things first, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I realize I'm killing off my second wins if I do go down, but I feel like I'm playing this safe enough that I don't think I'll go down. Give me head. Give me your head. Give me your head. Oh, that's some damage. Okay. Come on. Buddy. Oh, okay. Okay, I might need to actually go into the arena and participate in this fight a little bit. Oh my god, Flynt never even came down. He never even came down from there. Alright, you know what, honestly, I'm just gonna chuck in all 14 magic missiles and see what happens. Are they just not going for anything? They're not going for anything. Okay, killed something. I will say, since it's kind of hard to get crits on Flynt, I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do this. Let's see how the top Nia does against Flynt, now that he's not in fire phase. Well, if I could hit him and he wouldn't run away. Flynt is playing more cautiously than I've ever seen before. It's like he knows. Like, he never just sits over there for me. This is brand new. Oh. Oh, no. Alright, that's all it took. I just needed top Nia spam. With Flynt out of the way, I made my way to Three Horns Divide. I easily killed the bullymongs in my way. Don't let my tactical retreat fool you. I wasn't concerned for a second. Angel stole a car for me, which was a double-edged sword. I can get places faster and do some sick backflips if I want to, but cars don't deal slag damage. So if I accidentally run over an enemy, I'd have to restart the whole run. I could just edit that part out if I did, and you'd never know one way or the other. It didn't happen though, so don't worry. Just trust me, it's fine. I made it to Sanctuary, but some guy was failing his one life somewhere else, and it was my job to bail him out. I failed because I can barely keep myself alive, so that guy's dead as hell. They weren't too broken up about it, because that guy was really just there for exposition, so they let me in anyway. Apparently, Frau got kidnapped. I really doubt I'm gonna get away with letting another person fail their one life, so I should probably take saving Frau a little more seriously. Especially because his exposition requires him to be alive. I went to Frostburn Canyon with a conundrum. I'd like to run past all these enemies and get straight to the end, but I'd also like to not die in the process. It wasn't much of a conundrum because I just did both. Most of the enemies didn't bother fighting me. In their defense, I also wouldn't want to take on someone who exclusively fights using weaponized or refining waste materials. If you think about it for even a few seconds, loading iridium runoff into a gun is crazy person behavior. Anyway, I did the skip because I'm not a coward, and I made it to Lilith. Normally, I would go with my usual strategy of hiding and letting Lilith deal with it, but at OP10, the enemies will out-heal her damage, because she's useless. So I hid and let myself deal with it instead. It was working just fine, but I'm impatient, which is a good quality to have in a one life. So I jumped down and immediately found an even better hiding spot. The enemies won't come through this doorway, so from here I'll be perfectly safe. Oh, that's super great. That's really good. Oh no. Uh-oh. Okay. Lilith ate a fucking rock and acted like that was a normal thing to do. And it gave her the brilliant idea that the only way to rescue Frau was to fight cars. I must have inhaled too much of my own slag because it sounded like a good idea. Slight problem. Like I said before, cars don't shoot purple, so I had to do this one on foot. In Borderlands, you can shrug off bullets, grenades, goddamn nukes, but getting hit by a car is somehow deadlier than it is in real life. I decided my best bet was to kill the 2 cars that spawn next to Ellie's and then just save quit to respawn them. That way I don't have to go wandering around the dust too much and I can stay on this ramp. I don't know if this ramp is a safe place to stand, but it makes me feel secure. So I'm gonna stay here and assume that nothing can hurt me. That plan worked until it didn't, and then it did, and I made it to the Bloodshots. I made sure to kill every single enemy that could possibly be used as a second wind before going in because I make good decisions. Okay, so if I need a second wind, I am absolutely boned. Badmod have health regen? Oh, Badmod does not have health regen. Well, I'm not nearly as concerned anymore. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever shot the Butcher that long. Well, that went well. I made my way into the Bloodshot stronghold with a plan. All I have to do is kill the enemies before they kill me. That plan hasn't worked a single time so far, but now that I'm in one of the deadliest areas of the game, I'm sure I'll figure it out. Despite the fact that my accuracy was perfect, my damage just wasn't there. Unless I do this. Yeah, that'll do it. After raining purple hell on the enemies, I picked off the very few that remained and the door opened. I got lucky and the enemy was a badass psycho. If it were a nomad, I probably would have had to waste precious rocket ammo to get around the shield. I shot him with the Butcher, which did nothing. Shot him with the Lady Fist, which through no fault of my own, did nothing. Threw in a few magic missiles, which didn't move his health bar, and then gave up and just used the Topnia anyway. I finished him off with the Lady Fist and went back to buy rocket ammo. I'm sure that's fine. I made a mad dash to victory, which almost didn't go well, but then it didn't not go well. And then it didn't go well again, but after going down for the 4th time, the enemies from the previous room decided to show mercy. Yeah, we'll just throw in all of these. I think as long as I don't cross a certain threshold, the enemies behind me will not attack. I am kind of just stuck. Oh, hey, well, would you look at that? I can just run in circles and they don't know how to fight me. That works too. Oh my god, this guy is taking no damage. Okay, I don't love that. Stop moving so I can hit you. Alright, gotta use the last of this. I pissed off the previous room. I am actually fucked. Well, this is quite possibly the most poorly I have ever handled a situation in my life. Okay. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm just done. Okay. Wow. Jesus Christ. That was so fucked. Like, someone please explain to me how that could have gone worse. Well, I started my adventure again by hoping this run would go a little better than that. You know, I should see how much damage the O negative does, because the magic missile does damage, but the O negative heals, so if the O negative is stronger. No, that ain't really damage. That's what we like to call not really damage. Dude, imagine if the fastball could be Slag. This would be free. Okay, I'd rather not kill Boom right off the bat, but that's just where we're at now. Because dealing with 2 psychos is a lot worse than dealing with 1 Boom, especially if I can't make a simple fucking jump. Come on. There we go. What the fuck? That's new. Alright, so Leadstorm is absolutely the anti-Big Bertha gun. I feel like this is going worse than the first time I did it. Like, he's not taking as much damage. I feel like he should kind of be dead by now. Okay, he's just gonna be a bitch and run away. Dude. Jump more, honestly. Yeah, there you go. That'll solve all of your problems. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, he's over here now. Okay. You still gonna be jumping around, or are you finally settled? You where you wanna be? Okay, proud of you. Yeah, I feel like we all gotta be prepared for the win on this challenge to be like double-digit attempts, you know what I mean? Like this could very well go horribly so many times. Oh my god, I wasn't looking at the screen. That's a scavenger, that's why. Well, thank you for barely moving. Made killing you a lot easier. So I should probably be a little carefuler. Is that a word? Carefuler? I don't. That didn't sound right. That didn't sound like a word. Come on, die. Oh, wow. Hey, stop it. Thank you, Grit. Wow, he's got a lot of health. Okay. I am playing, like, unreasonably reckless. Alright, well, time for this part. I think I'm just gonna have to Topnia spam him, and that's okay. Ow. Oh, that's good. That's a shock dot. Alright, I'm leaving. Someone's coming my way. Just a marauder. Okay. Ow. Ow! Fuck you. Oh, that's the guy with the shotgun. Okay. He's a dancer. He's not a fighter. He's just fucking doing backflips and shit. Alright, well, he's done. I'll just buy grenades and toss this shit in, try to get some kills going. How's Flynt looking after all those? He's looking completely fine. Alright, well, there's Flynt. He came to say hello. He went fire phase. Okay. Never mind, Flynt. I wonder if the lead storm would be good against him. Thank you for going fire phase, Flynt. You're super cool. Wow, that hit me. Okay. I feel like it should not hit from this far away. Grit, come on, where are you, buddy? I could really go for some not getting one shot. I'm getting hit again. Yep. And I can't just go in there without health gate, so that's fucked. Okay, so I need to throw the turrets far enough away that he doesn't just melee them. But his health isn't going up very fast, so I might actually be able to get him. Oh my god, it's right there. Well, now it isn't hitting me. Okay. This guy doesn't want to get slagged. What the fuck? How many times have I hit him? He's just not slagged. He's immune. So I don't want to run into groups of enemies while enemies are chasing me. But as long as I just keep moving, I should be okay. Doesn't matter where I'm moving. Circles are the best shape. That's all I need. How did I... Oh my god, I just noticed this is 2 ironclads, not 1. They have such an unreasonable amount of health. Both level 91 as well. Good golly. This... so I think this guy's AI might be a touch cooked. A little broken, potentially. This is very silly. Alright, done with this. No close calls, I'd say. Alright, time to fight cars again. Okay, that's 1. The spider ants are kind of struggling to hurt me. Uh-oh. Okay. So magic missile is kind of fucking strong. Ow. Okay, did that to myself, kind of. Whoa, my dick. Okay. I fucking hate this section. God damn. Wow, that is not very good Topnia spam. Oh, but Badmont doesn't have health regen. That ought to do it. Nice. I made it back to the Bloodshot stronghold ready to play this way better than last time. I took too many risks, so this time I stayed back and slowly picked them off one at a time. Then I threw in every goddamn grenade I had and eviscerated everything in this room. You aren't sneaking up behind me this time. They're all dead, I'm talking to myself, but I refuse to die the same way twice. I'll find an even dumber way to die later on. I made it to the toilet room, but this time with all of the previous enemies dead, I can safely run away. Spamming magic missile was working pretty well, and it seemed seemed like that was gonna be the play for the entire room, other than using the turrets to make them think I'm not a threat, which, to be fair, I barely am. But then the enemies stopped spawning, so I had to leave the safety of my little room and venture out into the wilderness. It was going alright while the turrets were distracting the enemies, but then I got swarmed. I mean, 2 enemies can't really be considered a swarm, but it was enough for me to feel the need to tactically retreat back to safety. I slowly inched my way back up the ramp, but then I decided this was taking too long and just ran in guns a-blazing. I planted myself outside the door, and it turns out I was only like 1 enemy away from Mad Mike coming out, so it's a good thing I came up here, because dealing with him at range is not my favorite pastime. I'm over here now. Yeah, okay, I fucked up so big. I fucked up insanely massive right off the bat. Okay, hang on. This is fine. This is okay. Everybody just forget I exist. After narrowly avoiding failing the challenge for a second time in basically the same spot, I very cautiously sprinted through the next room hoping for the best. I did go down, but with the top knee I easily... why is the second wind cannon not doing its job? Okay, I easily got a second wind and saved Frau. And then Jack decided kidnapping Frau seemed fun, so he did it too. That's the only explanation I have for him not just shooting him in the chest right here and now. Like, actually, why does Jack want him alive? Well, in any case, it was time to save him again. That is an angelic guard with a Tord rifle. What? Why is his dick not a crit spot all of a sudden? Excuse me? Oh, there it is. Hi there, fellas. Bye there. Oh my god, fellas. Why are you being the way you are? Hello. So does that guy just run all the way? Huh. Okay. Well, good for him, I guess. Is this guy gonna shoot me? What are you shooting? That's not a robot. That's a car. What are you doing? Fuck. What? Huh? Did I do that? This little bit, I do feel the need to just run. Just one away. Exploders, not scared of you. Gun loaders, a little bit more scared. Badass loader, he probably won't even attack me. Uh-oh. Holy shit. I was so wrong. He attacked me so much. Oh my god. That's an insane amount of not damage. Oh, hello. Hi there, buddy. I can't exactly get away from you, can I? Every time I try to just run through enemies and just make it to the other side, I find that it's not the best plan. I really gotta stop trying it like it's gonna be a good idea. Angelic Guard. Beautiful with corrosive guns. Oh my dick. At least he's going for the turrets. Oh, something hit me. Something hit me pretty hard. I ran behind there like a fucking coward. Oh, did they kill one of the turrets? I have been hit with corrosive gun. I'm scared. Yeah, show me your crit spot, Tommy. Okay, let's check this damage. Yep, that's fine. That is just... Ah! Well, I want to see if the lead storm would have been good. Yeah, lead storm's definitely not bad. Alright, well, Bloodshot taken care of, only several close calls. Frau found out that Jack wants to open the vault. I almost got myself killed. No, wait, I did get myself killed for this information. So I have one question for you. We already knew that. That wasn't a question, but what the fuck, dude? Well, since this changes nothing, I'm gonna go ahead and do exactly what I was already gonna do. Get the vault key and kill Jack. I made it to Tundra Express and immediately there was a massive issue. I had to ignite the varkids, which meant dealing fire damage. I can't deal fire damage. Frau, you're gonna have to find another way to wake up your stupid friend. I pushed this button because if I see a button, I'm gonna push it. And suddenly the mission was completed. I don't know what happened, but but that is not my problem. I met Tina. Tina's bombs got stolen. Gotta get her bombs. Despite the fact that these bombs are certainly not going to be loaded with a 50 megaton Grape Fanta warhead, I feel like since Tina's the one setting them off, it should be okay. I easily grabbed the bombs with absolutely no close calls and blew up the train. Now, let's see how my Wilhelm damage is. It's bad. Oh, goody. He's about to call up some more of his little robot fellas. I feel like that makes it my time to fucking leave. That is a Tord rifle. Of course it is. As long as everybody don't got arms, I'm chilling. I'm not chilling. I'm fine, probably. Alright. That was as easy as expected. I picked up the power core, which seemed a little bit like a trap. Mostly because it was. It had a Hyperion uplink, which gave Angel the ability to control it. I have a question. Did no one think it was suspicious that Angel can only control Hyperion technology? Oh no, she's working for Hyperion? Well, yeah. Where the fuck else was she gonna get a job? Well, Sanctuary's in the air now, so it's time for everyone's favorite part of the game. I made it to the fridge and very slowly picked off the rats one by one until I got bored and sprinted through the rest of it and hoped for the best. I jumped down here, took a little swim, climbed this ladder, and jumped on the bridge, because if you do it like this, the exploder doesn't blow at the bridge and I don't have to fight robots while waiting for a slow-ass shipping crate. The Thresher showed up and yeah, that's about the damage I expected. Luckily, it doesn't have health regen, so the only way its health would come back is if I died. But I feel like its health coming back wouldn't be my biggest problem if I died. So after a long fight, and by fight I mean hiding, I killed the Thresher and made it to Overlook. The safest way to do this is to run away and leave. Angel, I would love to repair the beacon. I would also love for you to get off my ass about it. Yeah, they sure did, Angel. You know what I'm gonna do about it? Not a goddamn thing. Alright, beacon's immortal. I just gotta go repair it one more time, and then I should be all good. Wait, what? Oh man, I thought I was immortal. There's one more. God damn it. Okay, well. So, I'm kind of just waiting for this mission to solve itself. It should be on a timer right now. There we go. Angel, you and I are gonna have a serious talk. Dude, look at that parking job. I'm so good at this game. I went to the preserve and Mordecai told me that Bloodwing got kidnapped. She has a thing that'll get claptrapped through a death wall, so saving her is pretty important. I had to wound these loaders without killing them, and if you can possibly believe it, not killing things was pretty easy for me. I went through the door, but was stopped by an ultimate badass loader which gave me a sneak preview of what was to come. My health bar shrank like it was cold outside, and once his crit spots were gone, I did a grand total of fuck all damage. Luckily, he was too stupid to realize that if he just walked through this door, he would body me so hard I'd have no choice but to just uninstall the game in shame. Yeah, the AI of this AI is lacking in the eye department, and I killed it. Normally I'd do a grenade jump over this wall to skip a lot of the next enemies, but then I'd be dealing explosive damage to myself, and yellow is a bullshit color, so I'm gonna have to choose violence. I violently ran away from my problems and hit the next new U, which doesn't do anything for me, but it makes me feel like I made progress. With the help of my third favorite hiding spot, I was able to slowly one by one spam magic missile until everything was dead. I just fought this guy's twin brother, so I knew exactly how to deal with him. Just hide. Like the other one, he just stood there, menacingly, but it didn't accomplish much. I decided to kill the rest of the enemies until I didn't and made it to Bloodwing. I am a little nervous for Bloodwing. This could really go either way. This is the first time in the run I've been any kind of nervous. Granted, it's not that nervous, but I am a little. Oh, that damage is good. Okay. Fuck. Alright, just a couple headshots. Electricity? Okay. Uh-oh. She's on the ground now. It's kinda, that's gonna be her downfall a little bit. Oh, wow. Magic Missile kinda does a lot to her. Okay. Oh my god, if that had... Imagine if that downed me. Like, okay, so my shield didn't even break a single time in that fight. that was still mildly stressful. I gave Claptrap the software upgrade, so now he can turn invisible. I just realized that means every Hyperion robot should be able to turn invisible, right? But none of them do. I don't know why Gearbox would throw in that detail and then never do anything with it, but I am so glad they didn't. Now it was time to recruit Brick because he's got helicopters. Thousand Cuts is actually a surprisingly deadly area because of those helicopters, but I have the perfect way to deal with them. Never mind, no I don't, I might just die here. Well, Magic Missile seems to deal with them about 10% of the time, but there's only 2 here, so I guess I'm good now. The rest of the area has decent cover, so I wasn't too worried about the bandits, and I made it to Brick. I killed everyone and recruited Brick. Yes, it was that easy. I followed Brick outside because a bunch of robots attacked, but my biggest concern was the fact that the buzzards are back. Brick! Call off your boys! With Brick's help, the robots couldn't even pretend to be a threat, except for this ion loader who decided to be the hero Hyperion doesn't deserve, and we easily took out all of them. Now the only thing left to do before taking out the giant flying crunch wrap was to go to opportunity. I actually prefer fighting robots to people because robots can be turned into walking target practice and they don't dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge constantly. I went around to sneak in through the body double's back door. Less enemies spawn on this side, so I was able to, if you can believe it, throw in every magic missile I had. It's just a good strategy. It didn't kill a single thing and the body double took no damage, but it's still a good strategy. I figured my best bet would be to kill him from up here, but unfortunately he's not a robot, so he followed the 5Ds of dodgeball. I threw down my turrets next to him, trapping him and forcing him to stand still for the first time in his life, but it turns out he was just taunting me and ran away. I jumped down after him because he was so close to death and I started blasting with the Topnia. I did not manage to kill him, I got swarmed with enemies and I ran away. Have I ever mentioned how much I love opportunity? I followed him back to his secondary location where he was nearly back at full health, but he was out in the open. That'd be a terrible place for him if I possessed the ability to aim, but I couldn't do any meaningful damage to him and the enemies started pouring out again. After an arduous process of slowly killing all of the robots, I managed to get the body double alone, and I guess he decided to just accept his fate because he actually stood still. Thank God that dumpster fire is dealt with. Oh, but opportunity isn't done yet. Touch. Okay, opportunity's done. I guess it's bunker time. Hang on. That's the death wall that Claptrap had to get through? I went to the preserve for that? Brick has helicopters. Just fly me over it. Hell, I could probably jump that high. What the fuck are we doing here? Okay, I didn't expect that to hit me and I'm glad it didn't. But I am upset that he kind of clipped through the wall there. That was kind of insane. I didn't expect him to chase me out this far. Good lord. Jet loaders. Gotta love them. Uh-oh. Okay, if this guy flies away, I'm going to sue Randy. He tried. You saw that. He tried to fly away. Oh my god. Well, that was the closest call of the entire run, but I'm sure the rest of the bunker climb will be completely fine. Oh, RPG loader. Good, good, great, love it. Yeah, that guy gets to die first. This guy's distracting all the magic missiles, so that's even better. Dude, how was I hitting those crits through the smoke? I'm too good at uh-oh. Who invited another surveyor? Why is this guy just walking back and forth? Okay. Super cool. My god. Stop making surveyors! Alright, I think I'm pretty smart for this one. You just put the turret next to the constructor and it's gonna get distracted meleeing it the entire time. And then the best part, when it destroys it, you just throw out another one. Okay, he's gonna shoot some rockets first though, of course. Honestly, I think I want my action skill back before I kill it. Oh my dick. Okay. Nope. We're done. We're fucked. Making a run for it. I don't think I need to kill those guys. They're not gonna chase me. The exploder's actively chasing me. Ow. Whoa. What the fuck? He followed me this far? No, you son of a bitch. Alright, this has to happen. It has to be this way. Holy shit. That was fucked. Alright, let's see if 10 magic missiles are enough to deal with all this. Guess we're mostly going for this warloader in particular. Yeah, fuck that guy. Just fuck that guy exclusively. Another one? The game wants me to lose. Okay, I can't even hit headshots for some reason. Alright, Popnia time. I said for emergencies, and this counts. Okay, so from this distance, I can pretty easily handle this. It's just gonna take a little while. Or a lot of while. Yeah, the super badass doesn't really have anything that can deal with me. Except for that. There's definitely a point where you have to consider the fact that you might just be legitimately good at the game. I refuse to believe that that's a possibility. Ow! Case in point. Alright. Well, I'd say that was a successful, only moderately stressful bunker climb. Is everybody up here dead? Is there... Okay. Moderately stressful bunker climb. No big deal. I made it to the bunker, and that damage might not be good. I don't know, is it? I've done so many challenges at this point, I actually have no idea what the bunker fight's supposed to look like. It took less than 30 minutes, so I guess it was fine. With the bunker dead, it was time to rip the vault key from Angel's cold dead hands once and for all. Control core can be deadly, but not if you're as good at the game as me. And by this point, you know that means I just hid. That is until I struggled a little too hard killing an angelic guard and the door closed behind me. I continue to struggle killing angelic guards, but now exposed to the elements. The elements were pretty mild, but what can you expect when the fight takes place in a room filled with this much purple? I was fighting on my home turf. It was like taking candy from a fish baby that got shot in a barrel, or something like that. The moral is, I made it out of control core and everyone lived happily ever after. Everyone else lived happily ever after. I guess it's Sawtooth time. That's a scavenger just right off the bat. Okay. Scorched Earth. Actually, I don't have that skill. But, yeah, this is the only way to deal with just anything in this game. Just an absolute torrent. 0 things died. 0 things were killed by this. Alright, so that doesn't count. Oh, he got the kill. Uh-oh. That's not what you love to see. Okay, so Scavenger versus Badass Caustic Goliath, I think ends in a 3 here stalemate. So it seems like the winner of this fight so far is nobody. Especially not me. If I slag both of them, maybe someone will win. I can slag and win for the other. Oh my god, maybe I can't. They're running a goddamn marathon. Oh hey, how about we have 2 pissed off Goliaths? That'll be fun. That'll be exciting. Oh wait, can we make it 3? Oh, we so can. We absolutely can. Okay, let me just throw in all of these. Just let something die. Okay, I killed something. That's new. Okay, the Scavenger and the Goliath are still scrapping. I feel like I can officially say they aren't my problem anymore. Who's shooting me? Oh my god, did the Scavenger finally win the fight? Oh no! Where's his head? What the fuck? Alright, well if he wants to hide, I have something for that. The backpack blocks his head from behind. That's kind of stupid. Alright, got him. Holy shit. Scavengers are just the worst. Oh, okay, he didn't kill the Goliath. They just split up. Yeah, this is just better. Okay. Okay. Got everybody. Alright, strategy. I'm fucking running away. That's the strategy. It should only be the ambush commanders coming out. Nope, just a whole new wave of enemies. I was exactly wrong. I think I should stay close because I'm just gonna go down. I'm just gonna go down immediately. Okay, I'm not. I'm running. Need the factory reset on this shit. Yeah, let's just... I'm going all the way back, and I will make my way back inside. This motherfucker got a Torg rifle. Of course he does. I'm getting hit by corrosion. Why? Where? Who? What? Run failed. You took corrosion damage. I don't think you understand the premise. Alright, well, this isn't remotely who I wanted these to go for, but I guess this is where we're at. Like, I don't know who that even is over there. Is that another ambush commander? It sounds like it. I don't know. Alright. Wait, this one also has a Torg rifle. Oh, there's Corrosive Rifleman. Ow. Ow! Wow, okay. Hello. outlaw game. Dude, that outlaw was earning his fucking non-existent paycheck. Good lord. This might work out. This might not work out. We'll have to see. Come on, headshots. I'm so good at game. Oh, beautiful. Sawtooth has a lot more barrels per capita than any other location, doesn't it? That's good. That is a strong lad. Okay. Here's how we deal with that. Okay, so all of the... both turrets broke. That's a slagged lunatic, which means he can't take damage from me. I didn't know slagged lunatics were outright immune. Alright, dealt with. Alright, I guess I'm ready to take on the Threshers. If there's a wormhole Thresher, the Topnia comes out. Just... That's... Okay. Yeah, we're running. We're just going. It's fine. If I go fast enough, the enemies won't spawn fast enough for me to take any damage. Huge. Brilliant. I'm a genius. I'm terrified. Someone has a Torg rifle behind me. Alright, everybody else over here can fight a Goliath. Or not, what, huh? Okay, my bad. I meant to say 2 Goliaths. That my mistake. Come on, piss off the Goliath. Level 89 buzzard, too easy. Yep, we're just gonna kill that guy real quick. It's level 90 buzzard, a little worse. Just gonna leave. Just gonna get out of there. Where are you go- Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh shit, that's not good. I can try to kill these buzzards while I... Oh, the Gravedigger. Okay, there's another one. Lovely. Oh, he's schmoving too. Yeah, I'm suddenly in a bit of a situation. Give me a bubble. The Goliath is actually just super saving the day right now. Thank you, turrets. Uh-oh. The Goliath has ceased saving the day. The Goliath has continued to save the day. I found the buzzard's hanger, Brick. Tell me to do the next step. There we... Thank you. Jesus. Uh-oh. Am I okay? I'm fine. Oh, am I though? Am I going down again? Okay, I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling perfectly fine, actually. Is that another buzzard? Why? Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm just gonna run. Okay. I killed everybody here. Good going past me. I'm good at this game. Oh no. And that's my escape plan. Yeah, fly straight towards me. That'll work out for you. It did, actually. Alright, I'm just bad at games. Alright, fuck it. I'm chucking an unreasonable amount of magic missiles. We're just gonna toss them all in and see what happens. Dude, I swear to fucking God, just die! Thank you! Sawtooth continues to be one of the most difficult parts of the game, but I'm through it, and I never have to go back there again. Please don't make me go back there again. I needed to climb a ladder to get on top of this pipe, but it broke. And the only solution to this problem that Mordecai could possibly fathom was to run into 3 areas guarded by some of the strongest enemies in the game, turn some valves, and then drive a car straight into the pipe and use the inside as a path. I would love to point out in so many ways just how stupid that is, but I got bigger issues right now. Saturn has an ungodly amount of health, no crit spots, and can't be slagged. But luckily, that was when I found out stock grenades actually do slag damage. So I did the Saturn skip, went inside, I'm fine. Made it to the terminal, I'm completely fine. And just like that, I was at the end. I easily killed all the enemies guarding the door and the path to Hero's Pass was open, which meant it was time for the worst Hero's Pass skip of my life. The turrets distracted the enemies, allowing me to easily run past them onto the cliff, but even with a turret distraction, there's no way I was gonna risk this jump with RPG loaders on the other side. I killed the loader and ran past the rest of the enemies, making it to the big wall that Mordecai usually shoots open. I did a little jump, did another little jump, and at this point you're probably thinking, hold on, he said this was the worst Hero's Pass skip of his life, this is going completely fine. And you're right, but then I got shot with a rocket launcher, managed to get a second win, got hit with a corrosive dot and accepted my fate, but Grit decided to keep me alive just long enough for the badass constructor to show up. I went down, got back up, went down again, barely got back up, and then there was no way to avoid the melee of the badass constructor, so I went down again with no second wind in sight. That was quite possibly the closest call in the history of close calls. I'm scared, I hate this game, let's get this shit over with. I made it to Jack. The top Nia didn't really do a whole lot of anything, but the Lady Fist was shredding through his shield like it was nothing. Some of you probably know why I'm standing where I am, and you'll be just as disappointed as I was to see a Rack push me out of his way right when his shield broke. I kinda deserved that since I was trying to break his AI, but I'm still upset about it. I sent in the turrets to be a distraction, and for the final time I threw in every magic missile I had. It destroyed the Surveyor, but apparently also his brain, because he just sat there doing nothing while I unloaded purple Nerf darts into his head. It just goes to show you that if you fail to break Borderlands the way you expect, it's still gonna break anyway. The Warrior was released and I did the only thing I know how to do. I hid. Oh, good golly, that damage is rough. I guess I should bring up the fact that the Warrior is just super resistant to slag damage. It didn't matter because in this spot I can't really get hit, so it was only a matter of time until he drowned in a sea of, purple. And just like that, I did it. And it only took 2 tries. Although, let's be real, it probably should have taken more. I got so lucky so many times. If you made it this far, you probably enjoyed the video, so let me know if you want to see more videos like this. Should I do more 1-lives? Should I start them at level 1 instead of OP 10? Also, what should the next 1-life challenge be? I've been working on mouse only, but anyone who watches me live can tell you, yeah, that's never gonna happen. Now, you might notice there's still a lot of time left in the video, and that's because I don't want people to be able to guess that attempt 2 was a success just by looking at the time remaining. So I'm gonna do something stupid to kill the time. I'm gonna make purple Flurp from Jimmy Neutron. I talked about it at the beginning of the video, so boom, payoff, nice. I don't know how many of you actually watched that show. Like, is this reference gonna just completely fall flat? Is it gonna work? I have no idea. I'm following a recipe from Jimmy Wong from Video Game High School. Again, does anyone actually know what that is? But yeah, link in the description if you want to follow along for some reason. So step 1, I've got some grapes. Alright, so I put the grapes in a colander so that I can wash them. Now, something really important to keep in mind when you're washing fruits and vegetables is that pretty much every one of them needs to get washed equally, and don't use soap. Soap is not what you're going to want to use for this. It's not how this works. So that's really important to keep in mind. Definitely don't mess that up. Now, the recipe says to bring some water to a simmer, but I'm kind of in a rush, don't have a whole lot of time, so I just went just full boil. That'll just make it go faster. It doesn't really change anything. That splashed everywhere. I'm in pain. I'm supposed to add a little bit of sugar to this, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Not a crazy amount, just going to let that mix in. Just got to stir that up while still mushing these grapes. It really feels like they're kind of just moving out of the way of the utensil. Not really getting a whole lot of mushing going on. I can't stick the whole thing in there either, so that's not great. Alright, I've mushed up the grapes a good bit, and it definitely is purple. The only question is it going to be flurpy? Whatever that means. I don't know what that means. Alright, well, the next step is to put it in a blender. The problem is, my blender is only the bottom half. I don't think that's gonna go well, so I'm honestly probably just gonna leave it like this Well, it definitely looks like I'm making a potion or something. On the plus side, it is boiling so violently that it's kind of just mixing itself. I don't really have to do a whole lot of anything. The water level has reduced significantly, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it this. One moment. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little taste. Yeah, that tastes like water. That tastes like purple water. That's about it. Alright, I went ahead and added more grapes, more water, more sugar. Just pretty much doubled everything that was in there, but especially more grapes and sugar, so it'll taste more like, you know, not straight water. But that does mean I gotta do more of this. I don't know what's sizzling, but it's probably fine. Alright, they've been thoroughly mashed. Let's go ahead and give it a new taste. Okay, so now it kind of just tastes like sugar water, featuring the slightest hint of grape. This is, you know, fucking fine, whatever, it's probably good. Well, now I need to pour this concoction, I feel like there isn't really a better word for it than that, somewhere. To strain out all of the grape corpses. So this was the best method I could think of. Just call them there. I didn't think this far ahead, so we're gonna go. We're gonna do it. How's this gonna? That's, you know what? It went about as well as you could possibly hope for. There's definitely still some chunky bits in here, but yeah, I feel like this. It's purple. Alright, I moved it to a cup and let it cool down a bit. The only step remaining is to add some soda water to make it, you know, soda. So I don't have any of that. I'm just gonna have it, you know, like this. So let's go ahead and give it a try. That's grape juice. I made grape juice. Right. And it's not even that good. It's not very... Well, I'd say this was an overwhelming success. I will now say the names of everyone who is a member of the channel. Patron shoutouts. If you want to see my videos a week in advance and vote on what challenges I do next, the link is in the description. Big ass, massive, extra special thanks to Rugged Milk, who thinks the government is run by lizard people, because he's one of them. And Mikrasiru, who is renowned for the ability to predict the weather seconds in advance. Extra special thanks to Shedder Dude, who has met every single person on the planet, and he hates all of us. Tarkus Lives, who has the perfect singing voice. It's so perfect it sounds like fucking trash to the rest of us. And Rockley, who can steal anything. Like the metal, everything just turns into steel. And special thanks to Voltflow, who has multiple personalities, but all of them are just different 90s skater dudes. Thank you again to everyone who supports me on Patreon. You guys help make what I do possible.